Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Freedom Planet. Now, where we last left off, I managed to finish Carol's route in the main story, and I then started Mila's route shortly afterwards. And right from the get-go, we got to play an exclusive stage reserved for her. But the only interesting thing that occurred, story-wise, that we haven't seen thus far, is how we got to meet Mr. Stumpy, and then we quickly saw the tragic tale to where how, upon seeing a dragon, Mila abandons the one friend that has kept her company for probably years of her life, and is thus never seen again. He was probably upended to be used as firewood for some campers or Boy Scouts somewhere. It is truly a tragic tale indeed. Dragons can destroy the best of friendships, especially when you're a tree stump. But don't feel too bad, Lilac. It's not your fault. You can't help being a dragon. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just get right into the swing of things now. So, yeah, we're here at Relic Maze yet again. And I really don't think there's anything whatsoever I can say that will, that I haven't already said before about the stage itself, as little as there is for me to comment on, really. I mean, well, yeah, it's a pretty nice place. Got a gorgeous sunset in the background, but beyond that, well, it's ruins. Get up here. Okay, so we gotta go through these two areas to open up that pathway into the deeper part of the ruins. How rude. That was totally my bad. Let's do this yet again. Even though Mila is my least favorite character to play as, well, from when I was when I last played this game, like what, a year or so back. I feel more at ease moving around with her, like, because just for the fact here where I don't have any real issues with her as far as muscle memory is concerned, because I'm used to being able to double jump with Lilac, and a lot of my troubles, I think, when it came to me playing as Carol, stem from the fact that she doesn't have any kind of double jump anything. So whenever I instinctively just pressed the jump button twice in a row, hoping to double jump, she would instead do that little leap animation thing where her descent would quicken, and while it may for a brief second give her some kind of attack that she can use against enemies, well, it's not exactly good for traversing stages here. Especially if you're trying to make an important jump and you end up pushing that button, getting the exact opposite kind of maneuver you were instinctively expecting to. and thus it could put you in a pretty tight spot, or just end up embarrassing you. And got this one thing. I'm getting flashbacks to a little segment back in Donkey Kong Country. I wonder how many of you played that game. Perhaps you know the part of the game I'm talking about, where you're basically traversing a mine on a little cart like this. I remember those stages being particularly difficult as a kid. And that's all I can really comment, because I don't remember a whole lot from Donkey Kong Country in general, because I haven't played that game in years. But I wasn't so scared over the idea of doing any kind of Let's Play or streaming anything of Nintendo games. Because, well, Nintendo kind of doesn't like it when you do anything with their IPs that they don't do. And that includes IP, and that includes Let's Plays, my bad. So, yeah. But if it wasn't for the fact that any Let's Play that of a Nintendo game that I would want to do would get copyright striked or something out of existence. There are definitely more than a few Nintendo games that I would love to be able to cover. In fact, one Nintendo game I would really like to cover someday, if, you know, Nintendo should ever soften up a bit on the whole Let's Play scene, is Super Metroid for the SNES. That game is one of my most favorite games of all time. I've had that along with a revised United States Super Nintendo console since I was, like, really young, like early single digits young. And that was one of the games I like to play the most on the Super Nintendo. I still got my old SNES lying around in storage somewhere. But, yeah, I don't know where exactly in the storage location I got for it is. I probably will be able to move it along with a number of other stuff that I got packed away into a different location, maybe sometime this year. I don't know when, but probably by the time I do, maybe I can dig out that old SNES and some of my old SNES games and on my own spare time just play around with those for a little while. Because thinking about it now, I really wouldn't mind digging up some of my old classic games and just, well, going on a bit of a nostalgia trip, really. Especially in the case of Super Metroid. Like playing it on a legitimate Super Nintendo console. I got a Super Nintendo Classic last year. It was a Christmas gift. As fun as it was to be able to play Super Metroid along with a couple other SNES games I do own physical copies of on the Classic, it's not quite the same feeling as playing it on a legitimate piece of the Super Nintendo hardware. If you know, you grew up in the 90s like I did, you managed to get your hands on SNES it's like one of the revised models that they came out with Nintendo came out with towards the end of its lifetime. Whoops. I know, you're angry, but only one way this is gonna go, and it's gonna involve you getting blown the hell up. I'm good to go again. I'm going to, if I ever get a chance someday to dig out my old SNES, probably play my old copy of the game. Just for the hell of playing the game on the original SNES console. And yes, you are, Mila. Yes, you are.
How did I... Carol! Carol! I'm over here! You made it out.
Your ear!
It's just a scratch. I'm fine.
Well, we better find Torque and get home so I can patch it up.
How come Torque doesn't
You're
want to
absolutely
hang out with us?
right, fellow protector.
He said he had some work to do.
There's only one thing
He's probably just scared of getting cooties. Cooties!
Destroy it? You can't be serious.
I'll only destroy it if I have no other choice. I swore to my captain on his dying breath that I would not let Brevin get that stone.
I'm sorry about your captain, but you can't destroy it.
You either got really good hearing, Mila, or they're extraordinarily loud. Lilac, your ponytails are missing. And I'm also wondering if this is... do your ponytails go missing in this exact same scene, regardless of which character I'm playing as, including you? If so, how the hell did I never notice that?
Welcome aboard, ladies.
Yeah! Awesome! Wonderful!
She got her ponytails back.
What, so you can throw me off again with your lies? Thanks, but I've had enough.
Everyone, split up! We'll cut him off with a huge shopping mall over there.
Okay!
And here we are once again with Fortune Night, ladies and gentlemen. So, I guess to finish off an unrelated thought to what I was talking about earlier, well, at least give a recommendation anyway. While they're still available, I totally recommend that any of you Nintendo fans out there get your hands on a Super Nintendo Classic of your own. They're totally worth the money from what I can see. And in fact, I've recently also seen, as of July 14th, well, actually no, I think it was July 12th, I think I've seen them. I've seen them in a Walmart store. But yeah, I've seen NES Classics, the original NESs. I've seen them on the store shelves again. So I don't know if that particular store just ended up getting more of them in, or if Nintendo is finally bringing those things back for production, but in case it's the latter, I also recommend that you check out some of your stores to see if they're also getting NES Classic editions in along with SNESs. SNES Classics, I mean. I don't know if I'll be able to get an NES Classic, but I at least got an SNES Classic, and yeah, I recommend it. Totally worth the money. Well, every game on there is on that vein. Especially Super Metroid, if, like me, you're a fan of the Metroidvania genre. The game's a classic. Anyway, I'll stop gushing about Super Metroid. Apparently they're a very passionate soda company when you got that many A's in your soda ad. Maybe people in Shangmu here just really love soda. So just simply having a little sign that says soda on there is enough to make people thirsty for it. I bet it's the latter rather than the former. Hello. We meet yet again. How are you? How dare you? That was a perfectly good shield. That's what you get. Like faint music in the background. Ah, screw it. I got nothing better to talk about anyway, so I might as well. If Nintendo makes a Nintendo 64 Classic Edition at some point, I'm trying to think, what games on the N64 besides the obvious ones like both Zelda games for that console do I want to see on a Classic Edition? Well, there's Donkey Kong 64. I never played too much of that game, but from what I do remember and what I have played of it, I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, fun fact. Speaking of which, I never owned a Nintendo 64 console as a kid. For those of... I think I talked about this very briefly before in one of my last Let's Plays, but yeah, I never owned a Nintendo 64 console as a kid. Even though I have a Super Nintendo locked away in storage. It was definitely a console I really wish I was able to get, but well, you know, money doesn't grow on trees. But I was able to get a PlayStation 1 instead, though, and don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic console. The original PlayStation, I got plenty of games. I played plenty of games for it. I still got a PlayStation 1 that I stored away somewhere as well. But I grew up. I was one of those kids that liked to play games here, regardless of what console it is. I wasn't exactly. I'm not exactly what you would consider to be a console fanatic or fanboy or whatever you want to call it. I just loved the game. And if there was a console that had plenty of games that I wanted to play, or just one bad enough, I wanted to play bad enough, and I knew for a fact that I would eventually get more games I'd love to play on said console. And here we are with you again, I see. That was rude.
Goodbye,
Oh, that's neat. I can deflect the missiles with my little key.
Got you now.
This is not good. Well, that didn't go well for me. Alright, now, what was I saying before? Yeah. But yeah, I never got to own an N64 as a kid, even though I had a PlayStation 1. Fantastic console, but I definitely wish I was able to own both back when the PlayStation 1 and 64 were still a relevant thing. Because I love the game regardless of the console. If there's a good enough game or set of games on a console, it didn't really matter to me at all as a kid. I would try my best to get my hands on the said console and just play for the games. Come on. Open up for me. Cracks falling in your next face, buddy.
What the?
Crap. Okay, that was just really unfortunate. I had a feeling I was getting pretty close. Let's try this yet again. Maybe a third time will be the charm.
Say goodbye,
Now, Lilac, be a good friend and don't steal my kill.
What the?
There we go.
Really awesome.
We made it!
Wow! We're really strong as a team! How's it going? I'm making a wish. Oh, what kind of wish? Well, I really want to see my mommy and daddy again. Sounds like a good thing to wish for. We're gonna be going inside soon. You wanna come? Okay.
I really hope your parents are alive. You've undoubtedly had a hard life.
What's going on?
Shoot! We've got to disable those ships or we're toast!
We can disable the ships yet again in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Freedom Planet. If you did, and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next time. Take care.